After getting hundreds of comments, I'm drawing more cute and scary Dandy's World Toons as humans. You broskies loved the last two videos, and there's a lot more Toons, so let's get drawing. First up on this list is Toodles. Toodles appears as a small girl with an 8-ball for a head, along with a white hoodie dress. Just like the number on her head, Toodles is 8 years old, making her the youngest and only minor Toon so far in Dandy's World. Yep, that means all these other characters are adults. Being a kid, she's very energetic and always excited to go on adventures with the other Toons. She especially looks up to Roger, always wanting to help Roger with his detective cases, further showing her curiosity like many kids would, insisting she goes along with him even if he says no at first. It's actually confirmed by Quell that, while they aren't related, Roger is a father figure to Toodles, which I love and is so cute. I mean, she literally has a detective skin to match with Roger. How cute is that? It's the best thing ever. She must be protected at all costs. Her stats are average, with having 4-star stealth, likely in reference to how small she is. But unfortunately, her extraction speed is rather slow. Her ability, Beginner's Luck, grants her a 15% boost to a random stat that lasts for 10 seconds, and has a cooldown of 25. This actually made me enjoy playing Toodles a lot. It was fun being able to use her ability so frequently, even if I did only buy her to get pebbles. Twisted Toodles, on the other hand, is not so innocent. She appears with her head now broken open, revealing ichor inside and leaking out. Her eyes are bloodshot red, along with a very wide and unnerving smile and very sharp fangs. Ichor can be seen dripping from her mouth, and also on her arms and legs. When she chases you, she crawls towards you fast, like a baby on crack. She's definitely one of the scariest Twisteds. Not only does she look like a crazy iPad kid, or as many say, ankle biter, but what's even scarier is her insane speed. If you're a slow Toon, you'll have a pretty hard time getting away from her, especially during panic mode. Despite only being an uncommon Twisted, she's one of the fastest in the game. Luckily, she does have a below average attention span, so usually you can get her off you pretty quickly. But if she catches you in a wide open space, good luck. Fun fact, Twisted Toodles used to be the second fastest Twisted in the game, right behind Pebble, but was put in 3rd place after Twisted Glisten came along, and now she's in 4th place behind Twisted Bobette. I especially hate getting Twisted Toodles in Blackout. Girl, I can't even see you when you're right behind me. Anyways, Toodles is so precious, and she's one of my favorite Toons. For her human design, I gave her an afro puff hairstyle, as well as a white streak in her hair to resemble that white circle on her forehead. I also included some cute 8-ball hair accessories and a number 8 hair clip. I kept that hoodie dress mostly the same, and to pair with it, she's wearing some baggy arm warmers that cover her hands because she's so small. And to top it off, she's holding her cute dog plush. Here is human Toodles. Whatever you do, don't take her iPad away. Up next, we've got Finn. Finn the fishbowl has a fishbowl full of water for a head, along with wearing an orange life jacket and white pants with orange stripes. His arms are also blue, but it's a mystery whether or not those are glass or just skin. Yeah, I have no idea. One of his most prominent features is his missing tooth. I wonder how he lost it. Finn's personality can be described as very extroverted and optimistic, always in the mood to talk to other Toons, and shares knowledge on marine life, oftentimes in a joking way. Finn is the literal embodiment of a walking pun book, always finding a way to squeeze his fishy puns into any conversation, sometimes making others laugh, but also annoying them, especially Glisten and Shrimpo. Regardless, he's actually really smart and knows a lot about fish. His stats are average, with a 4-star skill check, but 2-star stamina. So when playing as Finn, it's important to only sprint in dangerous situations, or else you may waste your stamina and run into trouble. His passive ability, Reelin, does give Finn a 33% speed boost when machines are completed for 10 seconds, which can be pretty helpful. So I'd say he's a fairly good survival Toon. However, you definitely don't want to run into Twisted Finn. Instead of water, he is now filled with ichor. His legs are also completely gone, and as he moves, we can see a trail of ichor is left behind him. His eyes are red and his teeth are very sharp, with a big smile. While he isn't the fastest Twisted, being chased by him isn't the only concern, as when you complete a machine, Twisted Finn applies slow to the player for a short period of time, making you very, very slow, especially if you're already a slow Toon. So you really need to check your surroundings and make sure no Twisteds are near you before popping a machine. I've been in situations where I popped the machine right when being spotted by a Twisted, and it got me killed because it was impossible to run away. I hate getting Twisted Finn. In one of Finn's dialogues, Finn says he's made for fishing, so for human Finn, I really wanted to give him a fisher boy look. I drew his hair to look kinda shaggy, and he's wearing an orange bucket hat with a fish on it. He's wearing the same orange vest with a white shirt underneath, paired with blue and orange striped shorts. He's wearing fisher gloves as his job can get kinda messy, and I included freckles on his face. I definitely feel like Finn would have freckles. A fishing pole can be seen on his back. Here is human Finn. Here comes Connie the Ghost. Connie is one of the newer Toons in Dandy's World, being a light blue colored ghost wearing a white visor hat and a white vest. Her hair is also very long and slightly darker than her skin tone. Her personality can be described as laid back, but also sarcastic, moody, and somewhat deceiving, as it's stated that Connie tends to lie about her achievements. When talking to others, she has a rather nonchalant and maybe a bit rude way of speaking. Judging by her dialogue, one of her hobbies is quote-unquote haunting things, which could very well point towards her enjoying causing trouble for fun. But despite some of these negativities, she's still good to her friends and looks out for for them. She's especially great friends with Gigi, as they share similar traits and interests. Connie has great stealth and extraction speed, with average stamina, but not so great skill check. And her movement speed is terrible, like shrimpo terrible. If she's getting chased and runs out of stamina, she's basically screwed. So when you're playing as Connie, you best hope you don't encounter a Twisted Pebble. Her saving grace from this is her ability though, Hunting Escape, where Connie can turn invisible and not be seen by Twisteds for 5 seconds. And don't get me wrong, while this is very useful, you can't always rely on it to save you, since it has a 50-second cooldown. So you still gotta be super careful when playing as Connie. Honestly, I've never actually played as Connie, but I'm not sure if I'd want to, because again, she's as slow as Shrimpo. Her ability is really the only reason I'd want to get her, and at that point, I'd rather be a fast character with slower extraction speed. But if you're really good at the game, she definitely isn't a bad toon. Twisted Connie is an uncommon Twisted, crying ichor with red eyes and crooked eyelashes. She's frowning with sharp teeth, probably because Toodles took a bite of her hat. Her hair is longer than before, and some parts are covered in ichor, as well as her hands. At first though, she appears in a transparent blue state, not harming players, but just wandering the map, looking for machines to possess. If a player tries to extract a possessed machine, Connie will jump out and attack you, which you cannot avoid. You can tell if a machine's possessed by spotting the handle wiggling or the red light flashing blue and making noises, so it's pretty easy to avoid. And I've actually never been attacked by Connie before. Me and my friends joke that when we have Roger and Connie, it's basically a free floor, cause Connie doesn't do anything. In my opinion, she looks the most human compared to all the other toons. She basically is a human aside from her tail. Because she's so laid back, I drew Connie quite literally in a laid back pose. And of course, I kept her original white hat, but I did put her hair up in a ponytail that swirled at the end to resemble her ghost tail. She's wearing teal blue eyeshadow, and I turned her vest into a long-sleeved crop top, which has the sleeves rolled up midway. Her mini skirt and socks are also teal blue. This design is super simple, but I think it suits Connie. I imagine in her past human life, she probably worked at Wendy's and didn't listen to her boss. Anyways, here is human Connie. Next up is Looey. Looey the Balloon is another toon that released not too long ago alongside Connie. He appears as a light yellow balloon with purple and green animal ears and cheeks, along with a balloon tail and polka dot shirt. Looey is a very happy and friendly toon. As his introduction card reads, Looey is part of a 3-toon circus act. Cheerful and bright, this toon lives to entertain others. So this means in the future, we may actually get to see his circus friends as new toons, which I'm super excited for. When he gets hit, his head slightly deflates, which is so funny to me. Like his head gets so small. They're so goofy and I love them. Looey is overall a very great toon, having average stats with good skill check and somewhat low stealth. But what really makes Looey special is their passive ability, Heart of Helium. With this ability, each time Looey loses a heart, his movement speed increases by 20%. This means at 1 heart, Looey is a 5-star speed toon. What's even crazier is that Looey is actually faster than Pebble at 1 heart. Pebble's walk speed is 20, and his sprint is 30. Meanwhile, Looey at 1 heart has 21 walk speed and 35 sprint. This is crazy. I never expected us to get a toon as fast as Pebble. Never mind even faster. This makes Looey not only a great all-rounder, but an even greater distractor, and his low stealth definitely helps with that role. Unlike Pebble, he doesn't have an ability to take off aggro, so when distracting as Looey, it's best to have air horns. Obviously, the downside is that being at 1 heart all the time is really risky. So if you want to distract as a Looey and survive a long time, you gotta be pretty good at the job. I'd say that Looey is perfect for a backup distractor. He can choose to be an extractor at first, and if the current distractor dies, he can take over. So yeah, I think Looey is a great toon for basically everything. Twisted Looey is no longer cheerful, appearing with his eyes now red and a spiky tooth frown, with ichor dripping from his mouth. His balloon head is now floating, connected by a string, and massive ichor can be seen inside where his head once was. While he is a common Twisted, unlike every other common Twisted, his attention span and detection range are above average, making him the most annoying common Twisted. Still, he's pretty easy to avoid. Also, I've seen a lot of people call Twisted Looey ugly, but hey, he is a goofy guy, so it makes sense his Twisted also looks goofy. Stop bullying my boy. On a real note, I love Looey and he's easily one of my favorite toons. For his human design, I drew him with a choppy, messy hairstyle and still included his balloon ears, cause it's not Looey without them. By the way, I thought he was supposed to be a bunny, but I see everyone calling him a dog. Leave your thoughts in the comments. He's wearing that same polka dot shirt paired with oversized purple and green arm warmers. Yes guys, I love drawing oversized sleeves. Also, it pairs with his silliness. I also thought these overall shorts suit him well. Here is human Looey. Last but not least on this list, we've got V. Also being one of the 6 main toons, V is a light green TV with antennas on top, with one of them being crooked. V also has a retractable microphone tail. She's very confident in herself and likes to speak and think logically, which makes sense because she's literally a TV. V is very blunt and honest, frequently coming off as very unamused in many of her interactions with the other toons, oftentimes cutting conversations short or making snide remarks. She's also best known for her game show, with many of the toons being a fan of it. Even though her attitude may come off as harsh at times, V cares for others others, and is also good friends with Astro, seeming to always worry about him. However, it's made clear that V is not on good terms with Dandy, as heavily suggested by these dialogues. This is also the case for some other mains. I wonder what happened. V has exceptional extraction speed and skill check, but poor stealth and movement speed, which is why it's extra helpful to have a distractor with V on the team, so she can focus on getting machines done quickly. And in my opinion, V has some of the most useful abilities out of any Toon, with her first ability, Mic Check, allowing her to highlight all Twisteds on the floor for 5 seconds. This has seriously saved me so much trouble, especially in blackouts. Camera Hijack, her second ability, highlights unfinished machines around the map, making completing floors even quicker. On the other hand, her Twisted form is nightmare fuel. Twisted V is very tall, just like many other main Twisteds, with what seems to be an enraged expression. Her torso is now split apart with ichor inside, her feet also covered in ichor, and her antennas are drooping. The mic tail is now visible. You'll know Twisted V is on your floor not only from her clinky footsteps, but also the advertisements. The ads. Even the ad block cannot stop Twisted V. We all hate these pop-ups, man. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've been on a machine, and then I get V's pop-ups and miss a skill check, and then V is right around the corner. And it doesn't help that she can hear failed skill checks from literally anywhere on the map. When V is chasing a player, slow will be applied, making getting away from her extra hard, especially if you're a super slow Toon to begin with. While her detection range and attention span are high, at least she's not fast, though she seems fast when she applies slow. Fun fact, Twisted V actually used to have a different Twisted concept design, and honestly, I don't know which one I like more. Comment below which design you think is better. I gotta say, I had so much fun with this drawing. I wanted Human V to really look like a game show host, just like how she is as a Toon. Starting with the outfit, she's wearing a light green suit jacket, along with that big bow tie in the middle. Below that, she's wearing some cyber-styled black pants. I included these pixel bar designs down the sides, since V is electronic after all. I knew I wanted her hair to resemble the shape of her TV head, so her hair is more rectangular shaped and more straight. She's wearing bright green eyeshadow, and I also included some green blush on her cheeks, which I think looks super cool. Here is Human V. Hey broskies, who was your favorite that I drew in this video? I love drawing these Dandy's World characters, and let me know what Toons you want to see next. Like and comment for part 5. Thanks so much for watching, and okay, bye!